Okay, inspired out of Matthew 6. This then is how you should pray. Our Father, in quotes, our Father. Most mornings I recite the Lord's Prayer. I'm not worth much for the new day until I've grounded myself in those words. You know, just to be make this a little more complete. There we go. Here we go. Matthew 6:5. And when you pray, you must not be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and at the street corners, that they may be seen by others. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees the secret will reward you. And when you pray, do not heap up empty phrases as the Gentiles do, for they think they will be heard for their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him. Well, that's powerful. Pray then like this. This is the Lord's Prayer. This is 6:9. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. I said in a video or two before this, I was talking about Hillary. If I'm holding some kind of resentment towards someone else, I'm not being forgiving. If I have resentment towards you, I do not have forgiveness towards you for whatever you've done. I've done plenty bad. You've done whatever. We're forgiving. We're forgiving people. For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. So I cannot hold resentment towards anyone else. I have to be forgiving in order to be forgiven. I'm forgiven because I forgive, and I forgive to be forgiven. Is that confusing? For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. Okay, back to this. Our Father. It says, recently I said only the first two words, Our Father, when my phone rang. It startled me as it was 5:43 a.m. Guess who? The phone display read, Dad. Before I had a chance to answer, the call quickly ended. I guess my dad had called by mistake. Sure enough, he had random coincidence? Maybe, but I believe we live in a world awash in the mercy of God. That particular day, I needed that reassurance of our Father's presence. Think about that for a minute. Of all the ways Jesus could have taught his disciples to begin their prayers, he chose two words, Our Father. As the starting point, random? No, Jesus was never less than intentional with his words. We all have different relationships with our earthly fathers, some good, some far less than that. However, praying in the way we should is not addressing my Father or your Father, but our Father. The one who sees us and hears us and who knows what we need before we even ask him. What an amazing reassurance, especially on those days when we might feel forgotten, alone, abandoned, or simply just not worth much. Remember, regardless of where we are and what time of day or night it might be, our Father in heaven is always near. How can you make the Lord's Prayer a part of your prayer life? What feeling do those two words, Our Father, stir in you? Father, thank you for your promise to hear me when I pray, regardless of where I may be. If I spoke before, too, about the importance of praying, as uncomfortable as it may seem, Matthew 6, you can go and just read the Lord's Prayer throughout the day, many times, much as you want, until you get more comfortable doing it. And then just turn the conversation wherever. Or just say hello and listen. Yeah. Live God bless.